Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and welcome back to the Transport Fever 2 mainline. We're looking at an Atlantic that stopped here on the mainline. And you go, oh, that's interesting. Why's it got that signal there? And you're going to go, that's not why we're looking at this. We're looking at this because there's a fundamental problem on the mainline. It's not that big a problem. It's not that difficult to solve. But it's interesting. And I thought we'd sit here just for a moment or two to illustrate the problem. Now, what I haven't done is, I haven't turned off the price ticker thingamajig, which I always do at the start of these, and I haven't done, but I have done now, so we can carry on. And I also haven't evaluated just how long we're going to be sat here. No, we could be sat here for a few minutes. I'll leave it up to you to figure out where we are. I'm not going to give you any further hints. I'll reveal all in the fullness of time, obviously. Is the mainline still profitable? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's making absolutely stack loads of cash. What's this train carrying? Oh, glad you asked. There we go. This is currently 1.7 in the hole. And then we've got plenty of stuff on board. As soon as this drops off, it's going to do well. Ah, here we go. Here comes what it was waiting for. And actually, the picture in pictures gave us the look at that. As you can see, it's fair creeping up the hill. How fast are you going? 17 kilometres an hour on its way to Dark City. Ooh, baby. Yeah. The reason it's going so slowly, I slap more wagons onto every single one of the mainline services. And this is the slow bit. Yeah, there you go. So easing through now. We're actually quite fortunate that it was this one's turn. But hey-ho, there you go. We're unlucky in that they're both facing backwards at the moment. If we were to wait a little while, they'd both be facing forwards. But hey, you can't have it all. Yeah, and as you can see, this has got a full load in there as well, which means that it's got a massive payday coming its way. Just trying to get the camera to somewhere where it's not clipping. There, just a little bit further. There you go. Yeah, massive payday. But the reason we're going to sit here for just a little while longer, and I haven't dropped you directly into the intro yet, is because no sooner does this one depart than another one rolls in. Yeah, like that. And we'll be left with a scene very similar to that where we started a couple of minutes ago. Now, give me a moment. We'll get to that scene and then we'll move on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Here we go. Super. Now, when we kicked off development of the mainline, one of the things we decided was actually to put in some deliberate, in inverted commas, bottlenecks, just to make it so that there was an endless flow of traffic coming through. And here we are at the Helix, and the Helix is single track. Now, if you've got your trains doing 17 kilometres an hour coming up the track, then you're going to have some waiting going on. And as you can see, we've got one and then two, and no, there isn't a third one there yet. The reason that signal's in the wrong place is because I've just extended the length of these trains. But if you go down to the bottom end, you'll see we've got one that's just passing through now, and then a second one here, and they're queuing as well. Now, the solution, which we'll get to and we'll do shortly, is just double track the Helix. Can't have them being stacked up in this fashion. There's no benefit in doing that at all. There are, however, multiple solutions that can be taken. One of which is simply keep expanding the main line, because when you get a bottleneck, look at this. It's magnificent amount of queuing going on. There you go. You got a third one in the queue now. Ultimately, it's unhelpful. But here's the thing: is that these choke points, what they create, because I'm going to the other choke point now, is they create a maximum throughput of trains on any given section of track. The other single track section is here at this bridge crossing. As you'll see, we've got... No, that's okay. You've got passengers on one side and we've got freight coming in the other way. And there's nothing currently in this queue because the Helix has created such a backlog of traffic that the queuing is somewhat inevitable. But it means that you can only, given the pacing of only being able to get one train through here at a time, means that actually, in fact, now that we're in this isolated section, how many trains of a of a mainline nature are in this segment. There's one. And this segment will always be sealed off because it's got the loop at the end of it. We got one there? Yeah, there's one. So that's 2. Yes. All right. And it would be nicer if they weren't so far apart. So, I mean, we could easily put more on here. There's a 3rd one. All right. There's a 4th one. Oh, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad. But, I mean, the whole point of the mainline is you can just keep adding services. There's a 5th. And my intention was just keep adding services and services and services until some of the mainline stations actually started to run dry. And the critical point to making a mainline service, a mainline station work, is A, have some raw materials, so the farm here, and then B, have some processing. If you've got those 2 things, and the more of those you've got, the better. Then that's going to go well. I think we can probably afford a couple more trucks on here, you know. Right, managed vehicle. How many have we got on there? 4. Yeah, I think it can handle twice that. There we go. Right. Yeah. Anyway, so strolling on. Where were we up to? 5, and that includes that one. Have we got one on the Peninsula Bubble at the moment? I don't think we have, but maybe no. There's one. There you go. All right, so there's 6 trains currently in this circuit, and I think that, frankly, 10, 12 in this area of the main line is not an unreasonable number. And if you look at the amount of goods we've got still to be shifted, it all makes sense. I mean, there's plenty more opportunity there, but we haven't got any queuing going on at this bit. No, everything is bottlenecking up at the Helix. I think this would probably be the next one in, unless we've just missed one. There's one there. Is that one? No, that's the Grazer Ridge passenger service. Okay, yeah. So I mean, as well as adding more coaches, more wagons to the mainline trains, and on the flat, hold on, we'll use this one as an example. They're actually pretty good. It's going uphill at the moment, but 30 kilometres an hour isn't awful. Let's find one that is on the flat. I think this one's going uphill as well. Really? What gives that away? 17 kilometres an hour. That's what gives that away. It's fine. Means that as more powerful locos come into operation, it increases the likelihood that we'll get a decent turn of speed up. There you go. This one's doing 46. That's an Atlantic, man. They should be going a heck of a lot faster than that. But no, it's rather fabulous. And so when you turn your attention to the Helix hither, right, then this is creating another bottleneck in terms of the number of possible trains that can exist down at the tail end. Now, eventually, of course, this tail end is going to run all the way around the circuit back there. And I see now. I'm rethinking now. Yeah, and if I didn't add any more trains, this would create. I mean, what these bottlenecks do fundamentally is they create a natural pace at which trains move through. So if you say that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trains in operation at the moment, in this queue right now, then by adding 5 more stations, it should easily be able to big that back up again, to rebuild it, to make it work, to mitigate the queue, get the queue disappeared, while at the same time providing a very constant rate at which mainline services pass through stations. Interesting. So, what's the upshot of this then? He says, with 1.3 billion in the bank. Well, I mean, a slightly talky opening to today's episode. I was just going to double track the Helix, but actually thinking about it, I might just leave it alone. I might leave it alone, continue expanding the main line, and see where the point is at which the queues disappear. Well, okay, but that's only going to happen if you don't put more trains on there. Yeah. It's fine. I've got enough trains on there that I make a heck of a lot of money from that line anyway. If we look up the scoreboard, right, spread it out a little bit. Now, remember, we are paying top whack for maintenance. Let's have a look at the losers at the moment. Meridian Line still does nothing, and I think that's because that one's helixing as well. I think with a slightly faster train, that will start to pick up interest. Don't know. Some of my shipping lines are a little bit dubious. At the moment, they're not making as much as they once were. That's a dead line. Okay, well, let's remove that from our system. Yeah, okay, so we've got one that's burning 2 million a year, and that's not good. You might be able to improve that by just taking one of them, yeah, and selling it. Ooh, bold. Yep, get rid of it. Then there will at least be more passengers riding on the others. I don't know. Might work, might not. Anyway, looking at the other end of the table, the main line's doing 15 million. It was doing a little bit more than that, actually, before I added the extra before I added the extra trains. And that's what led me to look at, okay, what's gone interesting there? And it is the queue. It's the queue is what's causing the level of interest. But it's more than enough to keep my... Well, I mean, obviously, my balance is moving in a very positive direction, so I've got nothing really to complain about. Here's Mongolia. I thought we'd just take a quick whistle stop here. The mainline oil lumber has got 156 oil weighting. I'd love to be able to increase the capacity of these platforms a little bit more. But I think, actually, all you need to do is just increase your throughput. And that'll work just fine. Yeah, we've got, goods waiting just about everywhere. Manufacturing's going well. I think I might even have 3 steel trains running now. No, you've only got 2, but you made them bigger. Yeah, so there's... no, wrong one. Steel train. There you go. So, a healthy amount of materials on there. And you're going to go, oh, it hasn't filled it up, though. And that's because I've got the line set to 50-50. So it will only take 50% maximum iron ore, which is why it's capped it at 72. And there obviously just wasn't enough coal waiting at the time. Yeah, see, that's... No, you could almost describe that as thinking. Are you also on a steel train? Yep. Okay, well, this queue's out of whack then. Yeah, it is. You must have been held for some reason. These things happen. I'm not going to fret about it. Right. So what I want to do today, something quick is what I'm after today. And the something quick in question is to reconnect with this line that heads down in the direction of Miranda. Yeah, that I drew in advance. We'll put in another freight stop at Miranda, another mainline freight stop, before we reconnect with Hill Valley, the passenger line at Hill Valley. We'll reconnect that somewhere around here, and I may even get to that point now. Or, hang on, I'm having a rethink. Yeah, I know, you spotted that already. Hang on, he's having a rethink noise. If I were to put the reconnection at Miranda, how do you get there? Well, you have to curve back on yourself a little bit. Yeah, and you could make Miranda a destination point from coming downhill, and then have all of these towns, so the likes of Caprica, Arakeen, Camberwick Green. Would you go as far as Mongolia? Might go as far as Mongolia. Running passenger services in and out of Miranda. I think Miranda is actually a central hub point. An integrated passenger and freight hub line. Well, I will. Well, Fool, crikey blimey. Right, okay. How much goods? What level of goods are we providing in this area? Okay, actually not too much. We'll have the food. We'll have food. What's this food production up to? That's on Mongolia's hub line. Okay. We'll have another fuel refinery. Good luck with that. And then we'll have a crude refinery as well. Oh, that's not so bad. So you're looking at obviously 2 tracks for the mainline freight, and then what? Another 2? Yeah, maybe. Interesting. I think this is going to be an interesting station. I think this is going to be a potentially interesting station. Let's see what we can do with it. The good news is nothing runs out here at the moment, so I can just tinker away until I'm pleased. So, how are you going to do this? Well, I've got an idea. Right, buildings. Yeah. We'll go with the passenger station. We're going to make it max length. No, we'll go with the freight station and make it max length. And we'll make it 1 platform because I'm going to customise the heck out of this bad boy. No thank you to electrification. What's the route you want to take? Well, kind of going there. Okay, well, just stick it in and then we'll make it work. Alright. Here we go. Now, massive amounts of customisation. Yeah. Okay, right, configure. Yes. Okay, first off, get rid of this. Right, because that's not going to stay there. So we've got a freight line there. Yeah, stick another one in over this side. Whoop, whoop, let's gently. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Right. Okay, yeah. All right, and then obviously you're going to have another track here and another one there. Yeah. Now, here's where we're going to get cunning with this. Are we already? Isn't it a bit early to be cunning? No, I think we'll be all right. Which way do you want to do this? That way. Okay. And then we'll leave a gap for that one. So these are your two mainline in and outs there, either side of this central platform. And then, as far as this side is concerned, same thing. Let's do the same thing. All right. Okay. So that gives me 4 distinct platforms off these 2 tracks. Make sense? Yeah? Okay. And then we will put cargo platforms adjacent to each one of these. That does give you more cargo space. You made a mess of that one. Yeah, all right. I'll fix it in a moment. Yeah. Yeah. Is this the smartest thing to do? No, it's not. No. Wait. There you go. Don't take out the whole thing. We'll have to start again. All right. And that one. Stick this platform back in. Change my mind. Alright. Change my mind again. You are? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. You sure? No. But we'll see. This is going to make sense in a moment, okay? The reason why I'm dithering over this will hopefully clear up in just a couple of moments' time. There. Yes. And then stick the track back in on here. Alright. Then you want this is going to be another freight platform, given that we've got the platform available, right? And then we'll stick in another track here. Yeah, I know it might not look like I know what I'm doing, but I've got a somewhat idea of what I'm doing. You've got 3 tracks there now. You didn't want 3 tracks there. You're right, I didn't. You're not wrong. Okay, right, yeah. Get rid of this one. You know, so far you could have just stuck down a 4-platformer and added 2 extra tracks. Yeah, I know, but that's not what I'm doing. That's not what we're playing at here. Platforms. Passenger. Right. Okay, yeah. Flipping integrated Miranda Superstation. Yeah, I've got no idea if this is going to work. But it doesn't really matter. There we go. Yeah, it's all good. Now, given that that's going to pick up from Hill Valley, if you shorten that, it changes the curve that it has to take to get in. True, but I'm not doing that, so shut up. Okay, all right, fine. What would be quite handy here would be the station that I used quite extensively in the last series that allows you to place multiple stations within one section of track. Well, multiple stops within one section of track. But it's not the end of the world. Right, I think we'll use all of those. And then I think we can move on. Now, the only reason I'm putting a platform here is so that we can have an ingress-egress point. Now, hold on. How many have we actually got? We've got two passenger lines there, 2 passenger lines there. That's 4, he says, using maths. Yes. Is that enough? Yeah, probably. Oh, it'd be nice to be able to get another one this side. Yeah, it would. But what we could do instead is stick one here, and then do what you were wanting to do on the end there. I'd like the medium. Would you mind? Oh, look at that sitting on there nicely. We'll have 2 mediums right next to each other. That's so that passengers can like get in, you know, so they can like get into the station. Oh yeah. Oh, well done. Right. Okay. Yeah. Happy with that? Yeah, modestly so. Yeah, we'll even extend this out a little bit to prevent me from having to do it later on. All right. Okay. Are we going to kill this road? What does the Pope do? I know, all kinds of business. Last time I checked. Where's this train track come from? This is the one you're connecting up there. Oh, that's good. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Because obviously we now need to change the angle of attack there. But that's all fine. Right. Ooh, I reflexed action putting the pause button on there. That's a nice touch. Now, how are you going to get your road over there? Are you going to even use the road? No, I'm going to use trains. Really? These aren't... They're not coming very far. You could just truck this in. Also, these two farms are both just leading up to there. Also, you've got a flipping steel mill here. I hadn't noticed. I know. Spend more time surveying, would you? Okay. Right. Well, what do you want to do? I'd quite like to... I want to run this stuff onto the main line anyway, because it means that it greatly improves the likelihood of the main line being fully occupied all the time. Go back to configuring this. Just finish it off. And then we'll see what it does. Right. Okay. Yeah. So, likelihood of revision to this system, pretty high. Pretty high indeed. But there we go. That's all of that hooked up. You haven't got a freight ingress point. Interesting. Does it need one? I would say it probably does. I would suggest it probably does. Yeah. Okay. Well, look, we'll try sticking on a big cargo import point here and see if it connects, even though it's not talking directly to a freight platform. I don't know. I would have thought it would work, but I don't know. Cargo sheds. Oh yeah, I think these are going to look well in line with the rest of the design here. Yeah, stick one of those. Bit of this. Yeah, get some of that in you. Yeah. Then we'll go to passenger buildings. We're going to go to the top. Oh yeah, yeah. And another one down there. Maybe here. No, you can't do it. You'll have to bulldoze that road. Well, that road is pretty much forfeit anyway, so just get on with it. Yeah, right. Now, turn that off. Turn this on. Get back in. Thank you. Slap one of these in. Yep. Okay. Stick in a little bit of the decorations. Was that an accent? No, not really. There we go. And maybe bang in another couple of cargo sheds, just for, sport. All right, have I got room for a tiddler in there? Yeah. Well, how'd you do? Yeah, it's eclectic, and that's kind of fun. It's less eclectic the other side. It's more what you might call Spartan. But hey-ho, it's interesting. Now, making sure you run the right trains into the right platforms here is going to be fun. But I'm okay. Yeah, no, I am. I'm genuinely, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's okay. There's no need to worry about any of this. All right then. Now then, next up, let's put in the necessary roadage. Okay, so if we do some roadage, yes. All right, how's that doing as far as being level? Oh, very badly. Okay, well let's sort that out straight away. Otherwise, I mean, you could lap to this, but having to delete an entire station feels excessive. All right, there you go. Bring it all into some kind of level there. Then at least we can get the first bit of road in the right place, and we'll figure the rest of it out as we go. Right, there we go. Now, be happy. Oh yeah, that's better. Is it? It still looks a little bit off down the end. I'm sure it'll be okay. I'm not entirely sure that this station is entirely flat. No, that looks great. Good, yes. What about the other side? Pretty much the same, I reckon. Boulevard. One boules, therefore they can. All right. There goes some additional booling going on there. And if we're lucky, we might get some AI housing building up there going on, which could be rather dramatic. It could be. It might not do anything at all, but it could be. It could be good. It could be super marvellous. Right, okay, now, next up, we'll reconnect the steel mill here. Now, I think I might actually have placed this in the perfect location for this to instantly talk to the station. What do you know? That was not by design. No, that was a happy fluke. But I'll take a happy fluke every time I achieve one. Right, bulldoze that, and then create some kind of linkage around here. Well, actually, you can run all the way straight down there, like that, and then we'll run one that does that, and then you've got this interesting triangular format going on there. Triangular? Yeah, triangular. 3 anglias at the same time. Beautiful. Yeah, nice. Ah, it's coming up lovely. Right, okay, yeah, seal these in, save the AI a job, because it would do it for itself if I don't. Okay. How are you getting from one side of the station to the other? Right, well, it's either the world's biggest level crossing, which we're not going to do. Obviously, we're not going to do that. Or it's something else. Under or over. I don't think you're getting a bridge over that. Not with all those flipping... not with all those buildings there. And also, the amount of run-up you're going to need to get a bridge in there in the first place is going to be enormous. Yeah, but it'd look good though, wouldn't it? Yes, but I can't see it being possible. Alright, so we'll do that. Let's try there and just do a bit of that. Yeah. Now, obviously, if we didn't have bridge pillars, this would not be a problem. We do, however, have bridge pillars, and therefore it is a bit of a problem. Can we change that up for something metal? Yep. Ooh, just 1 too many pillars there. Well, 2. Well, probably 3. That would look quite ace. Yeah, it's not going to, though, is it? No, it's not. All right, we'll try here instead. That's maybe a smidge more forgiving. It's still not going to work. No. Okay, well, all right, then let's explore under as a concept. Under finishing up here would look ace. All right, well, hang on. Give it a... Well, let's not do it that way. Let's do it this way. Grab from there, go out over here, and then... Yeah, and then... Whoop. Works in 2. 2's a good number as well. Yeah, it is. Can we beef it? Yep. 2's a good number. It is a good number. I think that's your solution. I think that possibly is a solution. Can we get it any closer? Yes, we can. That's about the limit. Oh, what about coming straight over here so it's more or less sort of perpendicular? That's more or less perpendicular, which is more or less good enough. All right, that'll do. Yeah, I like it. All right, hook that back up and then everything's working again. Thank you. Right, off we go. Okay. Yeah. Now, obviously, I need to connect this bit of boulevard to the rest of the boulevard that I just brought out from the underworld. But that's done like so. Yeah, it's good. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. So the station talks direct to the steel mill. We are going to want some kind of bus stoppage commuting service. That's no problem. Buildings, yeah. This has gone a lot easier than the previous setup. Yeah, I know it has, hasn't it? The previous setup was, if you could sneak that in here on top of the tunnel entrance. Oh, high drama. Yeah. Does it make it any more efficient? Nah. But high drama. All right. Okay. Yeah. Good. That's just for a little local commuter, right? I figured you knew that. Good. Yeah. That is nice. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, all right. So, what's the next move? Next move, hook up the main line. All right, and the move after that, hook up something else. Oh, good. And after that, another bit of hookup. So I think this time we'll hook up the main line, and then in the next episode, we'll hook up all of the freight lines and the passenger services. All of them? That's loads. Yeah, that's true. Okay, we'll hook up some of those things. I like it. Non-committal. Absolutely. Non-committal is a good way to live life, and that way you never commit to anything, and no one's disappointed when you fail to commit properly and get it right or wrong. Okay, so the new mainline entrance, I suppose, is not going to be bisecting these platforms at all. It's going to be running these 2 central ones. And then the 2 drop-offs we'll have on the side. It's pretty easy, isn't it? Yeah, this is also going to be pretty easy in terms of connecting it up. You just do a bit of that. See? Yeah. Nice easy curve. Nice easy speed maintenance. Nice and easy. Everything is easy about it. And that isn't easy is certainly nice. Yeah, all right. Have you finished? Yeah, I might have done. Okay. Do you want to go one more? No, we're already half an hour. Stop making hour-long episodes. But the people like it. I don't care that the people like it. It is inefficient. All right. Okay, here we go. So we're going to need a... I'm going to stick a diamond in here just so that we've got it. And then we'll bang in a couple of signals along the way. Stick one there. Yeah. Stick one here. Yeah. And then stick a couple over here. It's for gapping, you see? Yeah. I always explain what I'm thinking. You know it's not connected to the other end, right? Oh, yeah, that's the thing we probably ought to do as well. Oh, there you go. That's going to make for plenty of episode. You know, we might not be able to get up to there in this time. Why have you got to bring a downer onto things? Surely we can make it from it. No, you've got no chance, mate. This is non-stop uphill. Have some belief. Yeah, I believe it's not going to work. I believe you're going to be left saddened at this experience, ever so slightly. Which are me mainline platforms? You raise a valid question. Which one is it using at the moment? Well, I want to talk to it and find out. Okay? Alright. Hello! Mainline. General mainline is on 6. Good. Which one's 6? Now that you ask. Okay, have we got one out here? No. Alright, 1, 2. Is it? This says 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 6. Show me 6. 6 is yellow. Right, show me yellow. Thank you. Yeah, I had a feeling it was that one. Alright, so these two are your main line. Okay. Alright, now, you know, cross your fingers. Okay, here we go. So a lot of bridge you've got going down there. Yeah, I can see that. Where's the track? You've gone sailing past it. No, I haven't. It's over here, look. Alright, there you go. You can have that, but you end up with this bit of viaduct. How much do you hate it? It's acceptable, because it's necessary. Now, while you're running these Atlantics that are moving in slow motion, this is going to be 17 kilometers an hour all the way up this hill. Cool. Not cool. Inefficient. Cool would be if it worked. Inefficient is what it's doing, and thus it's not so cool. It'll be fine. Alright, okay, we've got that. Now, the reason I'm not bothered about that in the slightest is because the big boy's going to come along in 20, 30 years' time, and before we get to that, we'll have any number of different steam locos rock up that, even though they might lack the top speed, will probably have the grunt enough to be able to support this length of service. So I'm not that fussed about the fact that we're going to have all these slow sections, even when we're running, you know, modern diesels on there. We'll still, you know, diesel electrics. We're still going to have an issue with slowdowns on hills, unless I decide to double up units and so forth. Now, given the profitability of the mainline, I'm very much considering doing that. I should have a look at those that Russian double header that I'm using to ship oil, because I have a feeling that in itself is probably working just fine. Anyway, here we go. We're at Camberwick Green, so we're going to go from Camberwick Green. We're going to head out to Miranda, there, yep, and then back to Camberwick Green. And we're going to have a quick peek to make sure it's using the right tracks, which obviously it isn't. Perfect. Yeah. All right. Okay. Sort it out. Yeah. And we're going to sort it out right here. You, one way. Yeah. You're going, oh, no, it's not working now. And you're going to go, no, of course it's not working. You assigned it to a stupid platform. I assigned it to a platform that was working fine. Where's that voice from? Dunno. All right. Terminals. Yeah. Mainline. Yeah. No, yeah, I don't think you can do it from here. Well, of course I can. Mainline. 5 mainline. That's out. So 7 mainline needs to be coming back, which is on the previous track, which is 5. Is it? Have a look. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. I would have thought... No. It will only be new stuff coming in where it's going to move it. The thought was, I would have thought that it would have shifted some of this cargo over to the next platform. But it will obviously do that when it can be bothered, which should be soonish. Okay, all right. Nothing in this section right now. Now, look, this is a nice long section. So, of those queuing trains at the Helix, all of this ties into the opening, you know. I've thought about it in the sense of, how do I tie all of this together into some sort of conclusion and or other thing? This is going to allow probably one, maybe two services that are currently queuing for the Helix to have a little bit more breathing space, and therefore the Helix queue is mitigated and reduced. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'd just like to get one of these services through now. Let's crank it up to max velocity. And see when we start to... Well, okay, all right, I've done waiting. That's coal. No, I want the coal coming this way. Please. We've got a steel mill at the next stop. We already have iron ore here, and therefore the coal and iron that you've got going on, that's going to get busy immediately. It's all working, you know, this all works really well. The throughput of freight that's got going on is magnificent. And also I've got a lot of open platforms at the far end if I wanted to do more with it, but at the moment, just don't know. Alright, here we go. Here's one coming in now. 3 million in profit for the current time period, getting up to a massive 40 and some such. Comes from out 5 and a bit million now for the profit window. And you're going back the other way. Okay. And you're on the wrong platform. Okay. And we're still getting a warning. Train 42. Hello there. Where are you? Well, what are you actually doing? All right. Okay. Yeah. Train 42. You're on the main line, and you're at Sherma. You're trying to go to Sherma. Well, you've gone very wrong. How have you even ended up here? Show me the mainline path. Why have we... What? No, the train's yellow. I thought the track was yellow there. I was going, how the heck have you managed that? Okay, good. I don't know how I can help you there, soldier. This must be one of the services that got all confused and mixed up when... You're not even on the right... Hold on, you are if you're going this way. Oh, okay, yeah. I was just berating it for being on entirely the wrong track. I can't double slip those. Yeah. How the heck are you going to get that out of there? And why is it broken now? I don't have any answers. Oh, hold on. This will be the queue up. No, this is the queue. This is a queue coming this way. This is the Helix queue. Yeah, it is. That's now holding up a passenger service. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to love rebuilding this, you know. This is going to be so much fun to rebuild. Yeah. No, it's going to be super. It works, but sometimes the queuing can get a little bit out of hand. Right. Look, you've got this line that currently runs out to Dark City, and what you want is for it to be able to hit the main line. I don't see how we're going to do that. Well, you'd have to pull a branch off here, cross it over, and then snake it on. I'll try it, but I don't think it's gonna take. Right, have we got a crossing here anywhere? I think those are double slipped. Yeah, no, but they double slipped the wrong way. Okay. All right. Yeah, I love it. I love unscheduled problems. All right, so far. What do you mean so far? Yep, it didn't go anywhere at all. It was rubbish. Yeah. Okay. Right. What if we just do that? No, because you've got a set of points there. Oh, flipping heck. Okay. All right. Well, the other option would be to do something that went out this way and then curved back in again. Or you just send the train back to the depot. Depot. Go to depot. That you should be able to cope with. There we go. Right, and then once it reaches the depot, we'll set it back in motion again. And with it reset, it should go, oh, alright, I can do that then. You go, yeah, jolly good. Bye then. Bye, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Yeah. Right. Okay. And then you got all these services that have been waiting for hours, just going, well, finally. Where was he even going? And you got to go, nobody knows where he was going. It was going there with gusto, though, and that was somewhat important to him, clearly. Yeah. What a clown. Right. Are you there yet? Yeah, I reckon you probably are. Here we go. You, assigned to, Mainline. Right. Try not to get confused this time. Just follow the map. It's relatively straightforward. Right, anyway, that amusing and partial diversion there should allow us to look at the queue. It's not good. Nope. Ooh, it's double not good. Where are you going? Hang on, something's broken. Train 26. Where are you? You're trying to do the same thing. What? Why? So's this one. Stop it! I'm not kidding. Why are you trying... It's on the wrong track. Oh, no. Yeah, these are going to be trains that were put in motion this way when I deleted and changed up Mongolia. Ha! Never mind, ha. Alright, I think we're just going to have to manual this. Okay, alright, yeah. You, depot. How have you even made it this far? You would have stopped at flipping Raccoon City. Did you just tell them all to go to the depot? I hope you didn't. You, manage vehicle, yeah. There you go, that one's going to the depot. Is it in the depot? No, it's waiting to go to the depot. Alright. Okay, yeah. If you just told every mainline train to go to the depot, we're going to have trouble here. No, that's still going to Raccoon. Alright, okay, fine. You, depot. You've become confused. And you're now flipping blocking. It was... I know. What? Who's next? Train 42. He's coming back out of the depot. Oh, flaming Nora. Okay, yeah, you, turn around, go to depot. Alright, there you go. Alright, everyone, I'll wait till everyone's in the depot, then I'll send them all back out again. Brains. Yeah, okay, fine. Really you're claiming brains, are you? I mean, it was your brains that put them into this situation in the first place. Yeah, I know, but this is very strange. It is a little bit. This one appears to have a clue. Well done, 22. Yeah. Good. I can't rule out that someone else might be completely clueless, though, so we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah. There you go. As mentioned, see, it does work, but it's a little bit prone to queues for me. Yeah. You should start shifting. Oh, you're waiting for this passenger service to go through. All right, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is the one we described as a junction for rail fans. Yeah, it is. Why are you waiting there? Come on, you've surely got the right of way to come straight in. Come on, 35. Haul it. There's signals all over the joint here. You should be able to come through here. Where are you going? Where are you going? I mean, you could at least put a signal there. No, you can't because that's a station. Oh, okay. It's fine, though. It's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah. We'll just make sure there are no more interlopers wishing to go to somewhere flipping strange. And then we'll set those 3 mainline services back in action. And then we'll go see how all of this is great because it allows us to get the train drag race going on down here. Look, hang on. Let's set it to an appropriate speed. All right, go. Passenger versus freight. The final showdown. It's not a final showdown, no, is it? No, for 2 reasons. All right. First reason, this is single track, and therefore it's only one at a time. Oh, poo. Second reason, yeah, is they're waiting for a train to come through from the opposite end. Ah, shame. Never mind. Okay, all right. Yeah, up the tempo again, otherwise we'll be here all day. All right, okay, yeah. It's fascinating to watch, though. I love watching it. I love watching the game when it's just doing its thing on stuff that I've built. because you kind of go like, oh, why is that doing it that way? And you go, because you've built a really weird junction. Oh yeah, I probably have. No, there's no probably about it. You just have. The one thing, hang on, I've got to check this before I complain. Hold on, you look like you might be going the wrong way. No, yes, because it's going backwards. The one thing that I would change, yeah, that you can't do. I just had to check that you can't do it. Is change its next destination. So it's going to Raccoon City, which is stop 3. I can't tell it to go to a different stop, for example, which in some cases would fix things. Like with these queuing services here, if I just went like, oh, right, well, stop going to Sherma and instead go to Raccoon City, and all will be right with the world. So hang on, check on this. Mainline goes 1, 2. Wait for it. That's those two. That's fine. Yeah, they were genuinely just being idiots. All right, okay, cool, we can live with that. Okay, I think nothing else has moved yet. All right, I'll let one more through, and then I will decide whether or not I need to stay on flipping signal duty here. I shouldn't do, but I might do. Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because it's braking now because of the weight of trains going on. And that's fab. Right, if you stay on the correct side of this track, sir, you'll have no problems. Well done. Enjoy the rest of your journey. Right, okay, come back down here. And then you lot of idiots, get yourselves on the main line. Okay, off you go. All right. They'll get themselves situated in due course. And then we will go and check in on Miranda. That's not Miranda, that's Camberwick. Here's Miranda. Yeah. There's a lack of anything waiting at that platform. Yep, but maybe this picked some up? I wouldn't count on it. No, you're not going to get anything waiting at that platform until you drop off either coal or iron for the steel mill. Currently, it's got 105 coal stored. Well, okay then. We have obviously dropped some. And there's some steel. Well, groovy. Well, groovy. That's what we're saying. That's how we're summarising today's objectives being fulfilled in a semi-fulfilled fashion. I mean, Colonel Failure, everybody. Why are you using that platform? Because that's the platform you told it to use. Hang on. Where's my diamond crossing? It's there. Oh, okay. All right, that's fine. Yeah, you told it to use the wrong platform. No, I told it to use the right platform. This was just going to be a two-way thingamajig, whatnot, back and forth and so on. And it's not anymore. Okay. Well, do you want to fix it then? Yeah, I'll fix it. I've been Colonel Failure. Next time, we'll be doing more here to get this up to speed. And that will have kind of given us 3 big-ish kind of hub unit station type ideas in one area, which is sort of too many. But then we'll be able to push on and in a little more coherent a fashion. I'm very much looking forward to doing the passenger services. I don't know whether I'm going to do 2 or 3 or 4 or more. I don't know. But what I do know is that an awful lot of passenger services are going to pass through or terminate at Miranda. Crikey Moses. Hope to see you then. Thanks very much for watching today. Subscribe to make sure that the adventures that are taking part here continue to be adventures that are part of your life. And I'll join you when I do. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. Well, if you're watching this retrospectively, it might not be obvious to you, but it's a festive time of year, as is blatantly obvious by the way that I'm currently dressed. And if you're stuck, if you're listening in the background, and it is your nearest and dearest who is watching this particular piece of televisual entertainment on the internet, you can head to wizio.com/Colonel_Failure. I think it's underscore. Pretty sure it's underscore. The link's in the description every single time. And I can do a personal message just for your nearest and or dearest and or person you tolerate. And it's moderately inexpensive at a gift kind of a price. Moderately inexpensive, friends. It's about 2 cups of coffee. Yeah, that'll get you sorted. Anybody who queues one of those up before, let's say, December the 20th, I guarantee delivery for the big festive occasion. Guarantee it. As long as there's not hundreds of you. In which case I still guarantee it. I'll just do it for longer. And so on. There you are. Special offers.